Today I will be explaining lattice multiplication and why it works. So we are going to begin by creating an example problem. 34 times 48. To solve lattice multiplication, we use a grid. So we will start with 34 on top. And since there are two digits in the number 34, we are going to create two columns. And since we are multiplying it by 48 and there is also two digits in the number 48, we will have two rows. So by doing this, we get a nice square. The next step is drawing diagonal lines through each square, and I will explain why in just a little bit. Next, we are going to be multiplying the rows by the columns. So the first one that we will be doing is 4 times 4. These two will come together, row by column, and we will get 16. 4 times 4 is 16, and since it is a two-digit number, we are going to put the product, the tens place, and the ones place. 1 10, 6 ones. So same thing for 3 times 4, we're going to bring them together. 3 times 4 equals 12. So we're going to put the tens place on top and the ones place on bottom. Now we move to the second row. We now multiply 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is equal to 32. So we put the tens on top and the ones on the bottom. The next thing we're multiplying is 3 times 8. 3 times 8 is equal to 24. The next step is addition. Oops. So what we're going to do is we're going to group the numbers in between the diagonal lines. This represents the ones place. This group of numbers represents the tens place. This group of numbers represents the hundreds place. And this group is the thousands place. So each group of number is going to be added together to find our product. So 2 plus nothing is 2. 6 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 13. We're going to carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 6. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So our answer equals 1,632. So when we see that what we were adding were the different place values, it may seem kind of confusing as to why a number like 16 was in the hundreds and tens place instead of in the tens and ones place. But when we really look at the problem, we understand that we are not actually multiplying 4 by 4, we are multiplying 4 by 40. Now, we're doing this because in the number 34, 4 is in the ones place, and in the number 48, 4 is in the tens place. So we are actually multiplying 4 by 40, and that equals 160. So we wrote down 16, but what it's really representing is 1 100 and 6 tens. So they're in the correct place value. So we'll look at this with the 3 times 4, the next one. So we're not actually multiplying 3 times 4, we are actually multiplying 30 by 40, because 3 in the 34 is in the tens place, and 4 in the 48 is in the tens place. So 30 times 40 is equal to 1,200. So it looks like we wrote 12 in this box, but really the 1 and the 2 are representing 1, 1,000, and 2 hundreds. The next one is 4 times 8. Now since these two are both in the ones place of both numbers, it is perfectly fine and nothing has to be changed. So 4 times 8 is equal to 32, 3 tens, and 2 ones. And the last one, 3 times 8 is really 30 times 8. So 3 tens times 8 ones is equal to 240. So it is no longer 24. We're using the 2 and the 4 because it is actually 2 hundreds and 4 tens. So when we added all of these groups of numbers together, it is exactly the same as if we were adding together all of them on top of each other. We're adding all of the place values together. So just like in the grid, how we had one number in the ones place, 2 is the only one in the ones place as well. In the tens place, we have 6 plus 3 plus 4, which is exactly what we had up here. 6 plus 3 plus 4, and that equals 13. We're going to carry the 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 6, and there's 1 in the thousands place value, and we're going to bring that down. So the answer is still 1,632.